Find your path with the knowledge of others and become an illuminator for those who struggle. Guide their way just by being true and being in alignment, because it comes naturally to you. On self-discovery wisdom, we share to find inspiration with lessons for millions. We hope you listen.
Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, everybody. Welcome back to another edition of Sarah's View of Life, right here on selfdiscoverywisdom.com. Gong Hei Fat Choi. Happy Chinese New Year. This year is the year of the fire horse. So what does it mean for us? February 17th, 2026 ushers in the year of the fire horse. And when astrology and numerology converge, the question becomes, what does this powerful alignment mean for us? It means movement, truth, courage in action. The year of the horse is not a quiet year. It doesn't whisper, it moves. The Chinese astrology, horse energy, is about freedom, momentum, authenticity, and forward motion. And in 2026, this energy asks us something very specific. Are you living truthfully or just comfortably? What the horse brings is driven by instinct and integrity. It cannot be confined for long without becoming restless, resistant, or rebellious. The horse energy enters a year, stagnation becomes unbearable. Systems that restrict life, truth, or expression begin to crack, not because of chaos, but because they can no longer hold what wants to move. What does this year favor? Honest conversations, really coming from the very core, not ego, not self-importance, but honest to God, heart conversations. Brave choices. This is the year not to put it off, but to do it. You can, you know you can. You just need to get your backpack filled with the right knowledge, but you can take that path. Personal sovereignty. Really honoring who you are, why you are, and really standing tall in who you are. Alignment between what we feel, what we say, and what we do. They must be in sync together. They cannot all paint a different picture. Anything else will be false, forced, or fear-based struggles to survive the pace. 2026 carries the fire horse energy, and fire doesn't always ask politely. It ignites courage, passion, and visibility. It is not a reckless fire. It is a purposeful ignition. The fire horse years tend to expose where we have been silenced, where we've settled for less than the truth, where fear has replaced faith in ourselves. I'd like to pause there for a moment. Where we have been silenced, no more. Where we've settled for less than the truth, no, we demand the truth now. And where fear has replaced the faith in ourselves, let fear, common sense fear, the one that stops you from walking in front of a bus and putting your hand in the fire, that fear is most certainly has to travel with you. But fear that has been imposed upon us by threat, by bullying, by thuggism, trust the faith in yourself and the universe, your God, universe, source, energy, because it's with you. And allow yourself to move forward. And then it says, move away from humanity as a whole. Collectively, the horse here amplifies a desire for freedom, emotionally, mentally, spiritually, and socially. People no longer want to be managed or manipulated or muted. They want participation, dignity, and meaning. No more 2025 crap. We may see people stepping away from what drains them, a pushback against systems that no longer serve them. Lots of pushbacking has to happen there. Grassroots movements rooted in compassion and common sense. We need that so desperately. Rise up, rise up. A reclaiming of personal responsibility and inner authority. We cannot go la, 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 la anymore. We have to be personally responsible for our own interaction, our own actions, our own common sense, and take that inner authority, which is our accountability. This is not about fighting against, it's about moving toward what is life affirming, right? When we can't fight the people that are the fuggism, when we step into something that is life affirming, like a commitment that's based in compassion and truth and heart and soul and spirit, that life affirming helps us move forward despite the fuggism that we face. On a personal level, the horse asks one simple but powerful question. What do you know in your bones, but you haven't honored? Your body speaks to you all the time. I say all the time, please avoid the cosmic 2x4. Listen to the nudge, nudge, wink, wink. They're there to help you. No, don't go down that path. No, don't accept what you've been told here. Listen to how you feel, what instinctually feels right. Even though you don't know what's down that road, it's inviting you, and you can feel it in the core of you that it's the right path to take. Trust that intuition, strengthen it. Restlessness, sorry, my tongue is a bit tight today. Restlessness becomes a signal, not a problem. So if you're feeling fidgety, this is the time to move, because you know that it's the time not to just sit back. Otherwise, it's going to feel like ants in your pants. Your body and your heart speak louder than your fear. Did you hear that? Your body, the tension in your body, how your body tingles, how your body responds, and your heart and your spirit speak so much louder than your fear. But if you let that fear drive the bus, it's going to crash. When you allow your body, your heart, and your spirit to step in, I guarantee you it will lead you down the right road. Those who listen will feel lighter because you don't feel alone. You feel that you're part of something. And that's how the lightness comes about. You're not in it on your own. Your life is your responsibility, but the community's existence is everybody's. Those who resist will feel exhausted because it's so draining to resist rather than go with the beautiful flow that lifts everybody up, makes everybody lighter, and brings more exuberance to the communities. The horse forwards motions aligned with truth, not speed at its own sake. One step at a time. A sure step. Sometimes it may be the cha-cha-cha, 2 steps forward, 1 step back, but it's not about rushing to the finish line. It's about being meaningful and purposeful on every step that you take. So how do you work with the energy? You don't need to run wildly to honor the horse. You simply need to move honestly. The horse can gallop around the field at any time to get rid of energy, but it likes to know that every step that it takes, every heartbeat, every bit of wind through its mane counts. It is about being present with self. It is about being honest. Choose the conversations you've been avoiding. I know you hate confrontation. You don't want to open up the hornet's nest. But there are some conversations you need to have in order to move forward, either with someone, with yourself, or just in general. They are going to be your full stops endings and also your beginnings, but the conversations need to be had. Take one aligned step instead of staying frozen. I don't care if it's just your toes, my toes going, just make sure you move forward. I know what it's like to be frozen in fear, but that is when you're going to be victimized the most. When you take a deep breath, when you do that a few times, you loosen up your body, you loosen up your mind, you start seeing the solution. And toe by toe, foot by foot, stride by stride, you'll move forward, but don't stay frozen. Trust that inner knowing over external noise. When you take that deep breath and you listen to the heart and the spirit and your body and your gut, then it will tell you where to take those steps, not the external noise that's dictating to you. Let go of the roles, the labels of expectations that no longer fit. These have been imposed upon you to keep you in line, to keep you small, to keep you in fear. When you let go of those roles, labels, and expectations, and you discover your own role by your own design, label or not, should you want it, but the expectation is what you've dictated, not somebody else. Now you're tasting freedom. A horse doesn't demand perfection, only sincerity. You know how some people get on a horse and the horse just wants to buck them off? And then other people, like especially children or people who are differently abled, people who have anxiety, they can get on a horse and the horse says, I've got you. It's not about perfection. It's truly, honestly about that authenticity, that sincerity coming from the heart, the truth again. The Chinese New Year happens every January, February, and it's in a 12-year cycle. But with the union of Chinese astrology and Western astrology, the question becomes, what does this powerful alignment mean for you? So if you're a Ram, an Aries, the theme is courage and direction. The horse fuels your fire, but asks for a purpose, not impulse. Move boldly, but only toward what truly matters now. Leadership rises when passion meets responsibility. For the bull, Taurus, the theme is liberation from comfort traps. The horse nudges you out of routines that feel safe but stale. Change isn't there to punish, it's there to free you. Flexibility becomes your new strength. The twins, Gemini, speak it, share it, shape it. Your voice carries momentum this year. Writing, teaching, speaking, connecting. This is your lane. Just to be sure your words come from truth, not noise. Everybody's heard enough noise. We want to know that what you're speaking is honestly what you're feeling from the very core of your heart, your soul, and your spirit. Crab, Cancer, emotional sovereignty. The horse teaches you not to carry what isn't yours. 2026 is about choosing emotional freedom, setting boundaries, and honoring your needs without guilt. This is the time to set you free from those expectations and embrace your own inner dialogue. The Lion, Leo, authentically visible. You're meant to be seen, but only as your real self. Drop the performance. Lead from the heart. You see where the theme is always going? Lead from the heart. When you shine honestly, others will flow naturally. The Maiden, Virgo. Trust the inner compass. Overthinking slows horse energy. This year asks you to feel your way forward, not perfect it first. Progress beats precision in 2026. When we overthink it, we're stuck in our head of that expectation and dictation. When we allow ourselves to go with the energy, to feel our way forward, the feeling will show us which thoughts are relevant, the knowingness. And what is perfection? We have perfect moments in time, but perfection, if you're looking for that, you will always let yourself and someone else down. Scales, Libra, that is moi. Truth over people pleasing. Well, people pleasing has always been my battle through my life. So, yes, I will take truth over people pleasing. Harmony can come at a cost of self-betrayal. Oh, can't come, sorry. Harmony can't come at the cost of self-betrayal anymore. The horse empowers you to speak clearly, choose fairly, and stand steady, even if it disrupts the balance at first. I would say I'm very much in that right now. Um, I'm a recovered people pleaser. And it is still something in progress. And anybody knows if you're addicted to something, it's still something you have to be mindful of. But yes, I cannot betray who I am, what I am, and what I'm here to do. If I want harmony, harmony has been aligned with myself. And horse empowers me to speak clearly, choose fairly, stand steady. And yes, I might be a bit wobbly at times, but I'll find my balance. Scorpio, the channel intensely into creation. This is a powerful year for transformation through action. Move your energy, don't internalize it. When you act with integrity, your influence deepens. This isn't the time to internalize it and think about it. It's about to trust that energy and put it into action, but with that integrity. And then that influence that you wish to seek will deepen. The Archer, Sagittarius, aligned expansion. The horse resonates strongly with your love for freedom. Travel, learning, and new horizons call, but only if they align with your deepest values, not escapism. I know sometimes we just want to escape, go away, and oh, I can't deal with it anymore. But if we go somewhere or we do something or we're learning something, it's about how we're wanting to expand from within and not escape. But that expansion is an inner out expansion, right? Not a chasing out. Sea Goat Capricorn, redefining success. Old models of grind and endurance don't work anymore. 2026 invites you to build the successes that include joy, meaning, and sustainability, not just achievement. So this is the year to kind of look at what success means. For so long, we have been dictated that success is, lots of degrees, lots of money, driving the BMW, the penthouse, looking a certain way, hanging with certain people. And that is not what success is. Success is doing something from that place of authenticity, from that place of integrity, from that place of joy and meaningfulness that you can sustain and that you will bring forth. In other words, bring forth you from the very core and the essence of who you are. And that you will find will be your enrichment and your abundance and your success. The Water Weaver, Aquarius, innovation with heart. Your future thinking thrives this year, but the horse reminds you to stay embodied and compassionate. Ideas gain power when they serve humanity, not ego. So again, there's a theme here, isn't there? Heart, heart, heart. Go into your heart, come from the heart, be compassionate, and that is where you'll gain the power that serves humanity. Fish, Pisces. The theme, ground the vision. Your intuition is strong, but the horse asks you to act on it. Creative dreams, healing work, and spiritual insights flourish when you anchor them in the real world. Everything is about action this year, and that action is something that's very important to take. Now let's look at numerology and the fire horse. In numerology, 2026 reduces to a year one, the number of new beginnings, leadership, and self-authority. When paired with the fire horse, this energy becomes bold, fast-moving, and truth-driven. Together, they call us to step out of hesitation into aligned action, initiating new paths, trusting our inner knowing, and leading our lives with courage rather than fear. 2026 isn't about waiting for permission. It's about moving forward honestly, independently, and with purpose. There is a theme here throughout all of this. It's been asked for you to move truthfully, courageously, and consciously. It really wants you to step into that beingness of who you are. It's wanting you to embrace all that you have prepared your life to become. It wants you to step into your own exuberance, honestly, authentically, not judged, not dictated, not expected by anyone on the exterior, but truly aligning with who you are, being who you are, doing what you're doing, and doing it honestly and authentically. But the emphasis is doing. This, if you have had projects on the back burner, this is the year to do them. If you have always had a desire to do something but didn't think you were worthy of it, this is the year to go to hell with that. I'm going to do it because it comes from the heart. It comes from a place of integrity. I really desire to bring this forth for the people. Do it. This is an action year. This is the year of changing the dial. We're not stepping into control anymore, or fear anymore, dictation anymore, thuggism anymore. We're standing up and we're standing tall, individually and collectively. And this is the year of action. Well, we ain't going to take that anymore, but we're going to come together and do this independently, collectively, spiritually, emotionally, physically, from the heart. It is all about stepping into that action. It's all about rising up to a higher consciousness. It's about leaving the BS behind. We've seen the chaos. We've seen the turmoil. We've seen the dangers. We've seen the horrors of what the past 2025 has done, and many years before that. This is a year where we're going to roll up our sleeves and say, no more. I am going to take responsibility for my own happiness, for my own direction, for my own meaningful purpose. I'm going to do it from a place of integrity, honor, passion, compassion, and commitment. But I'm going to do it. The entire theme through numerology, astrology, and the Chineseology has all been about moving forward. Freedom, freedom, freedom. And that freedom is you stepping into yourself, being yourself. No apologies, no explanation. I am who I am, and I am rising up. I am rising up to a higher plane. I'm rising up to a higher conscious. I'm rising up to a better being. I'm rising up within myself. I'm not going to sell myself short anymore. I'm not going to deny things anymore. I am going to explore. Can I do it? I don't know until I try. Do I want to do it? Yes, I do. Take the clamps off, the fear clamps. The other people saying, oh, you'll never be able to do it. Tune them out. This is your journey. This is your self-discovery. And you've never had a year. Numerology 1, fire horse, about movement forward. And all of this astrology signs are all saying, move forward. It's about action with integrity, with heart, with honesty, and with service. Serving humanity, but first serve yourself so you can serve others. This is an exciting year. It's a year I don't think we've ever had a year like this where it's been so beautifully aligned and designed. Because last year was about endings. And when we look at all the bullshit that went on throughout the world, the ending is we're not going to take that crap anymore. That we're going to stand up and we're going to pave the path forward that has more integrity, more honesty, more openness, more security, more freedom, and more meaningful purpose. And each and every one of you are a part of that journey. Each and every one of you are a part of the collective. And the more of you that step up into that joy of doing what you're doing and whom it serves and how it serves them, the more and more of it that you feel the exuberance of doing it, the lightness of being, the fluidity of moving forward, the more it serves us as a ripple effect, as an invitation, as an excitement. This is the year to do it. It is no longer putting things on the back burner. It is about moving forward. Forward, upward, expansion of that love, that integrity, that meaningfulness, that freedom, that peace, that harmony, that compassion, expanding out to embrace within. In, out, just like our breath. We breathe in, fortify ourselves, oxygenate ourselves, and we breathe out so we can expand and embrace. It's all achievable. It's all here, ready and waiting for us. Seize the day. Seize the year. This is the year to make the changes that you've always wanted to do. Find your courage. Find your strength. Discover your abilities and step forth. And I would be so excited to hear about your journey as you go through this year. How you took off the clamps. You said, ooh to fear. And you stepped into that courage and that strength that you never knew you had. I want to hear about it as your journey forward. I want to hear how you embraced your wings. I want to hear who benefited from it. I want to hear how it makes you feel to step in that freedom of being, of truly serving humanity in a way that you love to do it because you're free to do it. And you love the impact that you're having on yourself and those around you. This is the year. Let's move forward. Forward and upward and out and around. Let's do it. I wish everyone Gong Hei Fat Choi a very happy new year. And may this year be something that really is the wind beneath your wings. Let it be the year that we change from the old paradigm and set precedent for the new, not just for this year, but for all the years to come. We need you. Your community needs you. Your family needs you. You need you. The world needs you. Step into your light and be that beacon of light for others. And let the wind guide you. Flow with it. Go with it like the current of the water. Stop fighting against and go with it, because that is truly freedom. I hope everyone has a fabulous new year. So until next time, folks, bye for now. We hope that you enjoyed the show. There are so many more for you to listen to right here on selfdiscoverywisdom.com. Come and hear the illumination that's going to shed light on your path.